Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Mr. Maybe here, or Colt. Welcome back to another storytime video. Today's storytime is about how this guy chased us off his lawn with a shotgun, redneck style. Yeah, he was not playing games, so strap in because this is a good one. It all started off on a Saturday evening, right? Me and my boy Jane, and we're gonna call my other homie Chains. Me and my homie Jane and Chains were just chilling, right? And we were just at his basement, just playing Skate 3 and everything like that, doing teenager shit. And we got kind of bored. So we were wondering, what could we do in order to improve our night? And we're thinking, like, okay, we can go to Taco Bell to get some food, or we can go ding dong ditching, Chain said. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea. We could go ding dong ditching. I'm down. And we're like, at this time, this story takes place when I was like 14 or so. So yeah, I was pretty stupid back then. I can't lie. So not the best decisions already off the bat. But anyways, we all agreed, right? So we all got up, snuck out his house because, by the way, we were spending the night at Jane's house, right? Because Jane was, his mom was kind of strict. He didn't really even let us, eat snacks past like 8 p.m. like that type of mom, right? So we had to sneak out Jane's window, and we left it half cracked, but enough so like we could just open it and sneak back in, right? So anyways, we started walking around the neighborhood. We see this house, right? And what ended up happening was that we knocked on this door and we ran across the street. And across the street, this guy across the street had bushes. So we dove between the bushes and we're just watching, looking at the house, right? And this guy comes out, he looks around, shrugs, and just goes back inside. And we knock again, and he didn't even answer this time, because when we went back to the shrubs, he didn't even come to the door. He didn't even open any windows or anything like that to see who it was. He just didn't answer. So we said, okay, we're going to pack it up and just go to the next house, right? So we went to this next house. Same thing happened, really. But this third house is where it all gets pretty interesting, right? So it was like it was kind of like old, nice-ish house. Like, it was nice, but you could tell it was pretty old and rotted. But we went up to the door, right? And I dared Chains to ring the doorbell 8 times, right? So whenever he started ringing it, we ran back to the bushes across the street, because this guy, his across the street neighbor, has some big old bushes, bro. And so we just hid in them, bro. And Chains ran back to the bushes with us, and we just watched. And it was this old man, right? He comes out, looks around, and he already kind of looked mad that nobody was even there. But he went back inside. I'm assuming he just shrugged it off, right? So they dared me to go up there to ring it 10 times. So I went out there, ringed it 10 times, and before I can even get halfway off this man's lawn, he opens the door with a shotgun. Like, dude, and by the way, I'm black. This man is white, and he's old. He was alive back then when racism was a thing, bro. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, oh yeah, I'm dead. Like, the Mr.Maybe bloodline, Colt's blood, yeah, we're dead. Yeah, it's gone. Like, I might as well just say my prayers and, make peace with God, bro, because I didn't know I'm gonna get shot, right? But I just screamed, gun! And I just started booking it, not in their direction, but away from them so that the guy didn't, see them. But they just started running with me, right? So we're all just booking it. And this guy, and all we heard behind us was, get off my lawn! Dude, he literally did that. And I'm like, dude, we gotta leave. We gotta go back to your house. We ran back to his house. And by the way, we were jumping fences. That's how freaked out we were. We were jumping into random people's yards, jumping their fence to fence until we got back to Jane's house, right? And we hopped back, bros. We hopped back through his window, right? And we were pretty loud, so we kind of woke up his mom. We tumbled through his window, slammed against the floor, bro. By the way, my ankle twisted when I did that, so I was in pain. So they had to pick me up, get me on the couch. Jane had to shut his window, and we literally sat back on the couch, act like we were watching Netflix or something like that. His mom comes down, right? And she says, what was all that ruckus and banging y'all were doing? And Jane said, I don't know how he came up with this, but he said, oh, nothing, mom. We were just wrestling. He said, okay, stop wrestling. It is 10 p.m. Stop wrestling. I got work in the morning. Be quiet, boys. And we're like, oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting there clutching my ankle for dear life, bro. Like, this is like Saving Private Ryan, bro. They had to pick me up off the couch, bring me to the bathroom, put ice on it, bro. Like, my ankle was all the way messed up. But at least we were safe back at back at his house. So yeah, I'm just happy that we made it back safe and sound. So yeah, moral of the story: do not knock on people's doors in the middle of the night, because that man was probably racist. I'm not trying to point fingers, bro, but the way he was looking at me, bro, I mean, dang, I'm just like a 12-year kid ding dong ditching, bro. Like, I'm just being a teenager. He was willing to shoot me just because I ring his doorbell 10 times. Dang, bro. But yeah, that's the moral of the story. Don't go ding dong ditching in general. If you do, be safe about it. But don't do it just because I did it, okay? But yeah, I love you guys so much. Leave a like on the story if you did enjoy it. Comment down below what was your favorite part of this story, and leave your stories in the comment section down below. I will be reading them. And I love y'all. Thank you guys so much for your support, and peace out.